Pi could be in trouble as moves come with a rotation. Pi gets the leap off. Newbee are going to look for the chase down. Tombstone drop. Moo cuts him in half. To pick up at this stage of the game. He's had pretty much perfect CS in lane. How all the space in the world, and well, they're going to look to lead in. Bulba with the roar. Artur jumps forward. He's going to drop the chrono. No messing around. They're not even going to need the arrow because Hao's already dead. So no one to fall. But Newbee able to stop the push from Secret.
Top lane as well.
KP with the first Vendetta strike onto Puppey. Puppey's been left alone. The rest of his team headed to the fight down bottom. Can't quite get it. The lone man guarding this top lane. KP will get the wrap around. He's going to need a bit of backup. Does have Chuan coming in close. Pi realizing Chernobyl is afoot, trying to get himself away. The stun connects. Have the damage. The first bit of poison will come across. KP's going to need another touch, and that poison is going to do it. Secret was hiding in there. Here we go. See how KP wants to start this one off. And he's already popped the ult. Moonlight out the roar onto Hao. And the Earthsmith, the chrono is going to catch Hao and Chuan. Is going to be enough damage though. Hao still alive. Gets the Omni Slash onto Envy, and Envy the first to fall as Newbee, forcing
right
Secret
now,
back.
there's no book.
Oh, Envy. He had a painful day yesterday. It's going to be the start of another painful one as KP, Hao, and Chuan catch the Razor out. No help for Envy. Solo kill potentially. Might just be lacking a bit on the damage. And no Pi throws out an arrow. Secret, they do have heroes around Bulba. Envy moving in, looking for Kako, dropping the roar, taking down the Undying.
Kill the small camp and go to the right, but KP still backed off, even just not knowing if the sentry was down.
Okie dokie, KP grabs an ED, but they had the sentry down. Secret ready for the Nyx assassin. Newbee can find and how quickly they can react. They've got the eyes onto RTZ, looking to set up KP, allowing Hao to get him with the Omni Slash, and RTZ taken down. Secret gonna have Puppey hold back the rest of Newbee with a stomp. Arrow's not gonna get in. What about the Chronos there, of course, at the ready when he's back in the game. It's going to be before Newbee are able to finish off the tier 2 tower in the mid lane. Oh, KP jumps in, hits the stun, immediately Moo gets the damage down. Envy pops the BKB, but the demonic purge from Chuan fighting him up. Envy can't quite close the gap in. Spooking Artur. Secret back up. KP's going to miss the stun. Secret can't find the access to go back in onto him, but they'll go into Moo instead. Raw into nice static, and they'll start to steal the damage and disruption, trying to hold back. The advance is not going to occur here, and Kako with the zombie tombstone down is making Secret back off. The zombies stacking up. Alright, the Moonlight and Envy trying to go for this one. BKB takes down Chuan, demonic purge. Going to stop him from being able to do anything more. RTZ coming across, still has the Chronosphere at the ready. Does he want to try and go for a jump? He will, goes in, hits the two-man chrono, but he himself getting stunned up by KP. They'll look to Hao, but Hao incredibly tanky at this point, and he just walks off, jumps back in fact, looking for the Omni Slash, but the damage is not quite enough. Can he finish up Pi with a Blade Fury? He can. RTZ needs to be careful now himself. Time walks up. Still wanting to try and do something about this Envy. Coming across, static link's going to be broken immediately by Blink out from KP. Envy pops the ult, trying to go in. RTZ looking at it. Oh, he gets the kill! RTZ takes the Roche kill, gets the Aegis. Is he going to be able to get himself out alive? No. They'll take the Aegis straight back out of the hands of Artur, but he took it away from Newbee. He is going to pay with his life. The ward down, they are going to see the movement. KP's going to be the one to lead him, but Bulba, they've got the vision down. Immediate roar now, take down the Nyx assassin. Earthsplitter to connect onto anyone.
Yeah, the Void's going to start to get more powerful. You're going to see Aghanims, just finished here up on Pylai Die. It's going to start helping out here.
See, looking at RTZ, he'll time walk away. Pop the Omni Slash as Hao rides Artur out of the Chronosphere. And at the same time, Moo, he's able to clean up a Puppey kill. Before it all went down, they
might have not even been 100% intentional. Still, it looked really freaking cool.
Oh, Hao he's going to find himself straight up with Envy. Envy pops the BKB, has to back up immediately. And Hao just turns his attentions back towards the tier 3. Fortification coming out from Secret. They'll have RTZ back in 10, but no Chrono. Pi actually jumping forward here. Moo jumps back onto him with Hao and Pi. That was not the lead you were looking for. Newbee takes the kill, takes the tower, and now with KP stun, moving for more. Puppey is down. It's a double kill for Moo. There'll be a roar from Bulba, and he's getting a fair bit of damage. Artur now jumping back in to force them back. Hao able to blink away thanks to the save for this defensive destruction of Chuan. The stun from KP forcing Artur to time walk back. Newbee still hanging around right outside the door of Secret's base. A two-man down for 20 seconds. Chuan, disruption. KP with the follow-up, done it again. The control is beautiful from Newbee. Perfect execution. RTZ down for a full minute. Newbee are going to be able to find the window to finish off the racks in the mid lane. 50 seconds with no void on the defense. See how much Secret lose here. As Newbee may stick around for more. KP, he's jumping in.
He wants that stun.
He just teases. And Secret trying to hold with the 4-man. But as we see just every time, Newbee's so good at jumping in on this. The tombstone down and how? In with the Omnislash, Puppey ripped to shreds. Everything's in trouble as well as KP hits the stun. It's a godlike streak for Mood. 3 dead on Secret. And Newbee will now look to take a second set of racks. Pi, gotta get yourself back to base, son. As Newbee 16 for 6 at this stage. It could all be over for Secret here in game 1. They need something miraculous. RTZ will be back on the void. Chrono at the ready. They need Puppey. They need his Earth Spitter. It's already been used. Finds the raw move. Maybe overextending a little bit too much. The follow-up arrow. They'll get the big kill onto the Timber. But the rack stop are already gone. And Newbee say, you can take the Timber Saw. We've just taken your hopes and dreams and we've crushed them in our palms. As 2 sets of racks down on the side of Secret. Need to find more. They need to punish Newbee harder. Maybe for the movement onto Kaka they can. Not a mana. How just jumps in, cleans out the army, so there's no follow-up damage from Secret there. And Newbee looking to jump in again. The setup into the stun onto RTZ. The stomp from Puppey will allow Artur to get the chance to time warp back. But how? Jumping in, he's looking for blood, looking for kills. He'll take a dodge fight that Secret have had over the last 2 days if they wish to bring themselves back into this one. They'll find the wrong to move. RTZ jumps forward. He has got a Chrono. He's going to catch Tron and move. They need the follow-up damage. Hyde coming in with a stun. But Omni from Al rips forward to pieces. Envy. He's trying to get himself out with the BKB, but it's can't escape. 2 dead. Envy's being surrounded by Newbee. They've lost the 3rd. Secret Pi jumps in as a final run, and indeed it is that the final one. GG is cool. Secret will lose yet another game here in quick succession in these group stages. And Newbee will find the first of this series with a very, very convincing performance, and a performance the Secret were just unable to knock.
You know, in the laning phase, it seemed everything was more or less going according to plan for both teams. KP and Bulba were getting about the same.
Camps as well. Puppey to grab the top rune, or at least try for it. We're going to see Newbee come and try and look for the contest. The arrow's not going to connect. Moo, try flying forward. He's got a troll trap on Puppey, and he'll actually get it down onto Moo. The turnaround's there from RTZ. He rotates across, and they'll take first blood. Secret finding the first kill of the game. Newbee still hanging around. KP, he's got another arrow at the ready.
He's going to get fully XP from all the melee creeps and the range ones, which are obviously even more important. Like, he's honestly playing this lane super well right now.
Mid lane.
That's dead again.
Again, the rotation from Puppey comes
from
through.
the team up there trying to get the push done. He needs to be careful. I think he might be dead.
Really the stomp to set this one up. Tron, he's got a lot of disable. There's going to be a TP coming through, but Puppey, he's already dead. And now the Hex from Tron onto Pi. Not going to be able to chase Pi down. He's fine. Puppey, of course, isn't. There's Newbee holding their ground. At the same time, bottom lane, Secret are looking for a tier 1 Pi. Just coming in and playing around with Newbee. Sunstrike would do the job. Tron, yeah, he's coming down to the lane. If Bulba's able to close this gap.
Oh, he's so dead.
He absolutely is. Tron. Oh, Bulba! That is not the stun.
He doesn't have invoke up. He can't invoke cold snap.
And that is not the Sunstrike either. And now with the arrow, Bulba's going to pay for his sins. How comes in with the Horde. The stun from Tron onto 2 and moves there. Has a lasso available. He may not even need it here. They'll play with RTZ. There's a sentry down. Newbee there wants to carry detection. And just like... Looking around the jungle, there's a sentry down though, Bulba. There we have it, the jump on from Newbee. Tron reacting immediately.
I'm kind of asking myself right now, is Secret are even capable of breaking Tiger?
Oh, well, Moo, he's capable of breaking Puppey's neck. Jumps in. Top Moo. Especially around with Bulba. Towards the bottom.
I mean, they just tried for a Roshan sneak and immediately just get scouted out by Kaka.
And top lane, Bulba. Actually going to find Moo. Pies coming with the dust. And Moo goes for the AFK play, accepts his fate.
Can be done.
Top lane, they're looking for RTZ. Moo jumping in. Got to close the gap for the lasso. The napalm slowing him down, and they've got him. In they go. RTZ brought down.
Yeah, they're being forced. This is exactly what I said. It's just because he has to be up here. Envy cannot farm this side of the map.
Maybe Bulba can find KP. got eyes on it. It's just Bulba and Puppey. Well, with the TPM from Envy, they might have a chance for finding a kill. They'll look towards Kaka. Envy's presence as well. They'll burst down the other
time
Titan.
To be executed, he needs magic immunity. If he buys the Manta, then they're going for the later game.
Oh, 20 wants to go on. Envy jumped in with a finger on KP. Bursting down the Lunar immediately. Secret, they did have two in the sidelines, but not a chance or a millisecond for them to react to that jump from Chuan.
That was brutal. He just died super fast.
Bulba, is he going to be able to avenge Envy? He's looking for Chuan. KP is still there. Look at the Sunstrike. They'll punish the little bugger. That's going to be Demonic Purge, but Mu turns around, just goes for a lasso onto PyLai, straight into Kaka's Earth Splitter. With kills, 8 for 5. Bottom lane again, Chuan with the jump in onto Puppey. How turns up for the fight as well. Puppey, he's going to be able to heal himself up, and now look at the turnaround. They'll take Bulba. Puppey TPs, but he says, actually, I'm going to stick around for this.
Devastating for their game plan.
You can see at the moment Pi in the mid lane trying to make a bit of a movement onto How. The illusions are screwing him over. Look at the damage. How just about to get out. No, he's going to go down. They've lost Bulba. Kaka coming in. Can't quite finish up Pi move with the lasso into the finger from Chuan. They'll bring down Puppey. KP jumping in on the back lines gets himself a double kill. RTZ and Navi the only ones left alive. MV pops the BKB trying to get himself out. Chuan can't quite get the stun onto Artur. Better pick would be Mu and Mu. Indeed, he's going to come straight into the mid, but Chuan jumps in immediately onto PyLai. How as well with the ult, and they got the lasso up onto Envy. Envy now with the BKB and the Eclipse. Looking towards Chuan, they'll take down the Lion. Chasing down PyLai. They've lost one in return, and in fact, the Secret just looking to get themselves the hell out of there. Bulba escapes. Puppey, the TP will be cancelled just in time by Kaka's Storm. They're jumping forward, Newbee. They're going to look to take a third from the side of Secret. Puppey is relatively tanky, of course, with the hood and the mech. Trying to walk it off. There's a buyback from Pi, trying to save the team. He glimmercates Puppey, but it's not going to be enough to save him.
No.
Pi's in trouble as well. This could be a dieback from the Shadow Demon, as Newbee taking everything from Secret. They'll find Pi. Arteezy's turned up looking for a turnaround, but Newbee, they back away. Can they find anything? Secret, Arteezy. Well, smoke for Newbee. They're looking to fight once again, getting the wraparound Puppey. He's going to be the one to tank it by looks, but no, they jump in immediately onto Bulba. Ball comes out as well. KP in immediately with the Starstorm first. They've lost Bulba. Puppey's trying to get out. He's not going to be able to escape. PyLai falls on the back lines, and MV and RTZ, the only ones left living, but maybe not for long. The stump for Chuan, the flame break back, bringing RTZ into the fray. A 4th kill for Newbee. I think he realizes he may be dead. BKB, it's not in his repertoire.
Oh, God. Oh. All right. Safely farm their lanes and just try to push them back out before they try to make anything happen. And Newbee just make the call, right? How? Can he eat a stun?
KP jumping in with the Starstorm. Look at the stun onto Puppey. Puppey in lots of trouble. And goes How, moving in immediately. Rips the Chen to pieces. He's down. Moose jumps in. Finds PyLai. The double kill for How. RTZ's back on with Bulba. That's about it. They need a big play, but Chuan gets the job done onto 2! Bulba and Artur around Secret! They're done!
They're already dead, Newbee. They're already dead. My God. Alright. So the beginning of this game actually looked like Secret were, they were pulling ahead. The Knicks got, like, way more out of this lane than I even expected. And just slowly but surely, Newbee were inching ahead their lineup. We always kind of figured it gets to this one stage, you're going to have the Spectre to fall back on. You've got like this crazy level of initiation.